Hey everyone, Zero JD here with the X-Play Fans channel. I'm here to give you kind of a quick taste of Deep Rock Galactic. It's kind of a almost a Left 4 Dead-y like 4-player co-op. You can play by yourself. Kind of excavation kind of thing where you're going into a planet to get like minerals, stuff to upgrade your dwarf. You play as a dwarf, and it's semi-randomly generated from what I understand. Right now this is the tutorial, so you need to give me time to talk. I'm playing as the gunner. He's got a chain gun. If you are playing alone, it actually gives you one of these little robots, which do their jobs pretty great. There you go. Over here is the mule, where you'll put the stuff you dig up. I push Y, it makes him move. He's gonna want me to throw a flare. As you can see, it is fairly dark, so whee! Got my pickaxe for just digging. On the bottom right, you can see like those 3 clips. That's how many flares I actually have. So in every mission, in the upper right, you'll see that we have a goal. Here is to extract 100 more kite. So just gone over and just start smacking away. Right now, it is in game preview. So I believe it mainly limits what seems to limit what's on the space station that you hang around. And it's, oh hey, it seems fairly like well made for how like being early access. So the main thing, the main part of this thing is that you're gonna kind of just, oh, I threw grenades by mistake. As you can see, the terrain will kind of dig out and stuff like that. But yeah, for being early access, I feel that it's actually fairly well progressed. These caves are, I believe, randomly generated, or at least what's in them is. Because I've redone the same mission, and it has looked different. Go up here. So what it wants us to do is put some... You don't have to use C4 here, you can dig, but we have C4, so... I think we are inclined in, I think, by my quote-unquote contract with the XBLA fans, I have to use C4. Robot don't care. So these are more or less just kind of like little connecting grids for stuff like that. I'm going to switch on over to... You have a main weapon and an off weapon. And everyone has this kind of like... So this guy actually just has a tether he can shoot. The scout actually has a gun that just pulls him over. So we're gonna, since we're actually almost filled up, we're gonna push Y. Even though he's over here, I'm a dwarf, I'm short, so I gotta walk farther, right? So it's only fair. Pour that on into him. The scout actually has a gun that shoots a flare that sticks in the wall and stays lit, which I really like. There are other things around. See if I... Oh, here it is. So that crystal doesn't actually do anything. Oh, there's one of the bad guys. And there's these crazy, like, bugs, I guess, that you fight. There are a few different types. I'll tell you if I see them any. And these are just crystals. They don't really give you anything at all. They just sound really nice when you break them. Alright, there's like one of the big guys, so... And of course... Chain guns are not the most accurate thing. Oh, sorry. You look different. Yeah, this guy, you either get behind him or you shoot for his tiny little mouth there. And he's dead. But like... that's a good example. There are some areas where there's like these toxic spores come out, or there's these like volcanic vents that are around. Like all the areas are pretty fairly unique and interesting. But I'll finish this mission up and I can probably show you the map. Here we go. So what we're gonna do is do that. Up we go. And then jump on off. past one of the shooter guys, because of course they have shooter guys. There's a little dark corner over there. I don't think anything's over there. So since we used all our C4 earlier, we're gonna make our way through here. You can upgrade your pickaxe. So far, I think you can only pick that I've only seen is that you can upgrade it to do more damage to enemies. Not sure why you would ever want to do that. Work our way through here. There are actually crystals that recover your health. This is them right here. It's called red sugar. Go wham. And it gives you your health back. I guess they eat it. It's kind of weird. They are dwarfs, though. This stuff is actually really important. Once you get, I believe, 80 of it, you can actually call in a ammo pod that gives you back all your supplies and everything. We'll come to you this time, buddy. Back on down. And if you break something, it doesn't just go away. It actually becomes a physical object on the ground, so you don't have to worry about it like just disappearing. Keep on moving up this hall. Oh. He also has this. I'm gonna say it's like a magnum or something like that. Run past him. You have a shield, and then you have your health. Alright, so this actually should wrap it up for us. So what we're going to do is... So we already got almost half on the upper right corner there. Oh, he'll be parked up on the ceiling. So there's a gunner class, which I am. There's a scout, which I told you about before. He's got like a machine gun and a shotgun. There's a get back here. There's a sentry guy or an engineer that uses sentry turrets and everything. And then there's a guy who has essentially just drills for arms and digs insanely fast. Yeah, I saw you. So we're gonna. Oh, we've stumbled into a place that just has a lot of stuff in it. I don't want to fall, so what we're gonna do... Yeah, this is definitely different than the original area I did my intro in. So over here is actually gold, and that's like your legit money. So we're gonna grab some of that real quick. And money is used for upgrades. Some upgrades require a specific material. Money, money, money. And they tell you like, oh hey, there's lots of gold down here and that kind of stuff. You can shoot the outlets of stuff, but I personally feel that it gives you less. Plus, it feels like really weird to shoot what you're trying to collect. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to return these to the mule, and then it's going to start an escape timer once we activate it. Stop moving. There we go. So we're going to hit the button. So a lot of people like you, a lot of people out there like me would say, oh hey, it's going to bring the drop pod in where we entered, right? Not necessarily true. I've done a test where I run to the entrance and waited at the entrance area. It'll actually drop the pod away from you. It will not allow you to wait at the drop pod. So you could go like super deep in and backtrack all the way to get to it, and it will actually spawn back further in where you originally were. So don't ever run to the end or run to the beginning. Also, as of course with a game like this, they're gonna just spawn massive amounts of enemies, so I just run. Usually you could actually just follow the mule if you get lost, and he'll like plot his way along and leave little light pods down for you to follow. But since this is so simple and such a small area, I'll I'm gonna hoof it on back, and we already made it. See, like I said here, this is not the entrance area. This is halfway through. So we actually need to wait for the mule to get back before we can leave.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 4 minutes.
Oh, back off, buddy. So, we're getting out of here, guys. Or just me, and we're out. Bye, robot. You're expendable. But the missions are that they can be longer or shorter, and the mines can be more complex or anything like that. As you see on the left there, the gold got me a whole bunch of money. Surviving got me a ton of money, experience points, and all that stuff. And I'll show you some around the space, a little bit around the space station, and then I'll wrap it up. So this is your starting area, and I'll show you. So you got the gunner, you got the engineer, gunner, driller, scout. I was saying before, and this is the kind of loading area. I'm going to assume that when there are multiple people in here, they each get their own little cabin. This is where you pick your missions from. You can actually change your look and everything from here. Vanity shop. You buy, like as I said before, there's certain little items in game you can buy. You need upgrade gear. Of course, always upgrade your flares. There's music, and they will dance. And some of the music sounds familiar, so I don't know if it's licensed music or not. So I'm not gonna play it. There are some doors. Since this is game preview, there are some doors that are blanked out, but I'm going to assume that is stuff you will be able to go to later. Fun fact, if you throw all these barrels into that little hole over there, a special little speech bubble pops up, so I'm going to bet that's an achievement later on. He gets super angry at you. It's like, good job, you spent all that time doing this dumb thing. And he shouts at you like the entire time. So, of course, there's clearly the shooting range, the abyss bar, and mission control. I'm sure you'll be able to go to all of these at some point. You have the Memorial Hall, which is this kind of thing of like, no dwarf is forgotten.
The Memorial Hall is where we honor the fallen. Feel free to walk around and pay your respects.
And back here, they actually have something that's pretty cool, and I like how they do this, or when they hide it in game, is all their Kickstarters. Or at least I'm going to assume it's the Kickstarters. Because I don't think people would use like Blitz Toast as their name on credits. But that's essentially Deep Rock Galactic. I'm going to show you the map screen before we head on out. So we're going to actually head this way. I'm going to show you how high up. There's things that like this station for like early development is like they've done a lot of work already. So I'm kind of excited to see. Oh, I'm stuck in the wall. Kind of excited to see what exactly they want to add to this. Like I feel like a few finishing touches and this would be a finished game. I never really got into Left 4 Dead, but this feels like it's something I could get into.
This area is under construction. Please turn around.
Yeah. So kick these off and he gets angry. I'll hop on down here. So I'll show you the mission control screen and then we'll wrap that up. And of course there's like quick join and everything like that. So it's like kind of like segmented out into these areas. Some of these areas are out of the scanner's range. So in the bottom left, you'll see that these new missions will cycle over. And of course, you can pick a mission. And this one's like, oh hey, this mission on the right, it says this mission is a 3-star, like a 3 triangle, 3 diamond mission, and a 3 level complexity. Well, this one is the same. So a lot of these are fairly long. Some of them aren't. Some of them are just like, oh hey, eliminate these, or collect these, or collect a secret memorial kind of item. And of course, there's quick join. But that was Deep Rock Galactic. I am ZeroJD. This is the X-Play Fans channel, and Deep Rock Galactic is in game preview now. Feels really good to play. I'm really enjoying it. I would suggest it, but that's always, as always, up to you. If you're looking for a kind of Left 4 Dead 4-player co-op kind of thing, this is your game. Again, thank you for joining me, and have a nice day.